Well, the start to our big sixth season continues with, well, more transfer frustration today. We're really struggling to get signings over the line despite reaching the Champions League group stages. And today we'll find out the three opponents we're going to be facing before heading into a game against Aston Villa and the end of the summer transfer window. Yes, hello and welcome along to part 48 of this FM06 Let's Retro Save from Luton Town. We are back today having secured Champions League group stage football. We'll find out who our opponents are going to be, as well as facing Aston Villa in the Premier League. We won 6-0 there last season in a remarkable match. We'd very much like to do the same again. We'll also reflect on things calming down. As you can see at the top right of the screen, our last two games have been back to the old-fashioned. It doesn't matter that we've gone more aggressive and attacking. The 0-0s and the 1-0s are all back in form. If you're looking forward to seeing how we get on today, then please do put a thumbs up on the video. I've just noticed we've had a spoiler for one of the teams we're facing in the Champions League groups, and I'm hoping there'll be an easier opponent than that. Let's go through to the messages, because I'd skip through them quickly after the Club Brugge game. We have got definitely Real Madrid, but who else with them? Inter Milan and Olympiacos, right. We did say this season it would be about finishing third. Can we get down into the UEFA Cup and have a real run at it this time with a slightly improved squad? Well, I think Olympiacos is probably our only chance, because Real Madrid and Inter are going to be awful. We'll save it as a surprise when we face them to see the squads we're going to be up against. I think we know what the next episode's going to be, but more money coming into the club, the transfer budget will improve. We've gone for so many players. We've failed with nearly all of them. But we have now got a negotiation with Rafael van der Vaart. I said I want a marquee signing. Van der Vaart could be a player of that ilk. He is a superstar in the number 10 role. I just want to get a world beater in. Someone who can make the difference in any game. And that position is probably our weakest in a starting 11 at the minute. Let's go and have a look, though, at what's been happening off camera. Because since you were last with me, we've not played many games. And we've also not won many games. In the Premier League, 2 successive draws, a 2-2 against Middlesbrough at home, Shane Porter and Peter Crouch getting a goal apiece in a pretty turgid defensive display, if I'm being honest with you. Then against Sheffield United, the opposite, we had no creativity going forward, albeit their keeper had a blinder. And then against Club Brugge, a Dean Ashton free kick, enough to give us a 1-0 victory to make it 5-0 on aggregate and put us into the group stages, where I think we're going to have to show a couple of games coming up very soon, because Arsenal at home and Real Madrid away sounds like a pretty good week for Luton Town, doesn't it? For now, though, the focus on Aston Villa and hopefully the little bit of transfer news. No signings since the 3 we've bought in already. I'm hoping we can add a little bit more. We'll wait to see if we get offers for Osman and Giroud. If not, it will be a slightly bloated squad in midfield areas. But we've got to try and get this squad as strong as possible to compete in the Champions League and with the football that then follows 3 or 4 days later. So let's skip ahead to Sunday for Aston Villa. If there's any news in the meantime, we'll let you know. But if not, we'll return for kickoff. Well, frustration has continued with Rafa van der Vaart not even willing to discuss terms with us, and Leighton Baines, we've now offered £12 million and it's been rejected. It's getting a little bit silly. So as it is, we've had to go for another option for a player that we could improve moving forward. And that man is someone we've looked at for a while in Gabby Agbonlahor. Often very strong in the early FMs, incredibly quick, incredibly good finisher. And to be fair to him, despite not getting much of a look in at Villa, he is a very good player. He's transfer listed for £3 million, and I want to add a bit of firepower. So one more striker who could be in form is always a positive for us. Just looking at Mike Sonnefeld, who's still not willing to discuss contractual terms. He's out at the end of next season. And then we've got even bigger problems, because the year after that, you've got the likes of De Cassi, Portilla, Crouch, Keith Keenan, Kerr, Foley as well. Shane Paul's out too, Vandenborg and Flamini. We could be in a real mess if we don't get them off the books. We're still having trouble with Leon Osman. I don't really know what to do with him at the moment. Maybe we just have to retrain him as a holding mid and see if he can work out there. And then also Johan Giroud, who we still can't get off the books. I don't really know what more to do with him. We're going to offer him out for 200 grand and see if we get a response. We're off to kick off tomorrow against Aston Villa, and Gabby Agbonlahor could make his debut against the club that just let him go. Well, Aston Villa have a new signing too. Damien Duff has just joined the club on loan. He is a very good player. And we have got a fairly rotated side. Having rested pretty much everyone in midweek, we should be as close to full strength as possible here. And I'm hoping that will pay dividends when we get through to the kickoff. You can probably name our strongest 11 now, which is a really good thing. And I know Guarin's injured at the minute, but that back eight, it basically picks itself. We know Peter Crouch is the starter. The only positions we've really got doubt are number 10 and a centre forward, which is why I wanted that marquee signing. As it is, I'm going to go and scout some random regions, particularly South America and Europe, during the next few months, because I want to be able to get a big striker or a big number 10 in January. Instead of panicking on deadline day, let's go and do it properly. We can get by with what we've got for now, but by January, or certainly by next summer, we need to go for something world class. We're going to play Portier again. He's done all right the last couple of matches. We'll then go on the bench for Leonardo. Foley's fit enough. It's a really difficult situation to pick these holding midfielders at the minute. We've not really got anyone fit. So we will then go for Maloney and we'll go for Dean. Oh no, not Dean Ashton. He is nowhere near fit. Theo Walcott will come in alongside Maloney. Do I go for a Bon Lahore as a target man option? Or do I go for Keith Keane? I think we'll do that. Let's play it simple for now. We've got another game on Wednesday. We need to be wary of fitness. Let's get through to the match. Sunday afternoon at Aston Villa. Last time we won 6-0. I'll take even half of that this time around. Well, here is the 11. You can see they've thrown Damien Duff straight in. They've got Davis and Barry in the middle with Mohamed Sissoko, the former Liverpool man. Cahill, we've tried to sign in defence a few times. And they've got a young goalkeeper, Hayward, who is terrible. Oh my God, why have they got a youth goalkeeper in? Oh, both of their first teamers are injured. Have a shot, boys. Just have a shot and you will score. That's all I'm telling you to do today. Please find a way to create chances. We've put Decassi on the instruction to shoot more. So from 25 yards, if he can get himself in a position to have a go, we could have a field day again as Peter Crouch finds Zonneveld on the left. Chance to get forward early on. Against Borough, we conceded in the first minute. Can we score early here? Shane Paul in against his former club. Deflected away. Just want to get that shot in. Rodrigo Diaz on the right-hand side. Chance to cross into the front post. And Paul doesn't hit the target. Oh, it's a great opportunity that. Really good chance to score. But it's not taken. And now we've got defending to do. As Eric Edmond finds Damien Duff. Good left-wing combination that into Oliveira. Vandenborg blocks the cross, but it falls for Edmund still. The danger has not passed. Good ball into the back post. Hughes is there. Chance to shoot. And he puts it wide of the post. We'll be happy to let him shoot from distance. But worrying signs at times as Vandenborg with a free kick on the right. Aims towards Crouch as you'd expect. Finds Flamini. Zonneveld across the box. Finds Shane Paul. Oh, it's a great save. Mark Hayward's just made a world-class reflex save. Don't really know what the rating's all about. As Davis gets it to Zonneveld. Edge of the box, there's two options, but he tries to go for the Hollywood ball. Flamini saves his bacon, though. Then tries to shoot from 25 yards. We saw this in the last episode. As soon as we stopped trying to shoot from distance and just played the ball into the box, we had a really good time. But the boys do ignore the instructions a fair bit as Barosh on the right finds Sissoko. Out to Eric Edmond on the left wing. Chance to shoot himself, it's wide of the post. It's been a fairly quiet half an hour. But we are drifting back into that pattern of not having many chances. As Zonneveld in towards Vandenborg. Chance to shoot from the set piece. A good routine. But over the bar. And again, not testing the keeper. We've managed one shot on target against a youth goalkeeper. Yes, he made a good save from it. But he can't do that all day long as Decassi's clearance is poor. Eric Edmond with a chance to create something. Decassi presses him. Barry goes back to the keeper. That's a tester for the youngster. And Paul's nicked it off him. Crouch has an open goal. The two former Villa players combine up front. Gareth Barry has sold his keeper short there. I know he's a youth player who's not very good. And he didn't deal with the ball well. But what is Barry doing playing it back to him there? Paul nicks it off him. Crouch taps in. And that is the gift we wanted. Our second shot on target and it's a goal. And that's all you've got to do against this team. I'm going to say we're pleased. We've been keeping clean sheets recently. Another one here, and it'll be 3 points on the board. It's still an unbeaten start to the Premier League season, but of course, that does include a couple of draws and only one victory as Crouch flicks on for Portier. Hasn't scored yet this year, and again, not great in front of goal. A few of you lads in the comments said that he was going to be a superstar, but he's not really lived up to it. Curtis Davis there has just given an awful ball away. Needs to make amends, really. Schmeichel has to do it for him. Good save to tip it over. But we need to watch out and see this corner out first, because otherwise could still be a very poor goal to concede. Basagno heads clear. Paul will chase it. Can we just see out the danger here? Duff on the left-hand side, still with a chance to cross. Flamini blocks it. Basagno clears. Paul can chase Sissoko again. Long old highlight. Diaz chasing Edmund, commits the foul. Look, that snuffs it out a little bit. We've done enough. Rodrigo Diaz, though, about to get his first yellow card of the season. It's normally a bit quicker than that for him. Well, 65 on the clock. We'll have to look at changes soon. There are a few players who are struggling for fitness this season as DeCassi gives the ball away. Basagno beats Barros and it's away as far as Paul. Cahill should win it, though. And Flamini will go up for a challenge. Finds Shane Paul. Crouches with him. Plays it in. Cahill's there but can't beat him to it. Does force a rash pass though, and Damien Duff can nick possession. Out to Barros on the left with 2 or 3 trying to support in the middle. Oliveira's one. It's a good effort. Stings the palms of Kasper Schmeichel. Rodrigo Diaz forced to just put it behind. And we're still under pressure in this second half. I do worry if we conceded one here, we'd probably let in a couple and lose it. It's got one of those sorts of feels to it where we're clinging on for dear life. We're just over 20 to go. Barry has fouled Zonneveld on the edge of the box. Now, I'm not saying anything, referee, but he was pretty clearly through on goal there. So you need to get your red card out, not your yellow one. Because he was about to have a shot. Gareth Barry has had a terrible afternoon and he should be walking down the tunnel now. Do not bottle it. He's giving him a yellow. You are so soft. Who is it? Who is it who's referee? Mark Housey. Come on, you're better than that, Mark. In towards Crouch, flicked on wide. And we're going to look at our first sub of the day. Should have been down to 10 men there, Aston Villa. They've got away with one. Diaz on a yellow. We're going to bring on Kevin Foley. Then I'm going to take Portilla off for Sean Maloney. And I think I'm going to take Paul off for Theo Walcott. And we're going to crack on for the last 20 with additional pace up front, additional fresh legs on the wing, and a number 10 that's actually scored this year, as well as being a free kick specialist. As Zonneveld is on duty for this one. Chips in towards Crouch, who beats Cahill and beats the keeper with a good header. Peter Crouch is having a flying start to the season. The only problem I've got is he's only doing the business when we're on camera. So every game I show you, Peter Crouch is scoring goals galore. Maybe I'll have to show you all of them if he keeps this up. 15 remaining with 2-0 up. It's been a really solid away performance. And I don't know what it is at Villa. We just seem to have their number. Although, hang on a minute. That is awful marking. Sissoko had a completely free header, which thankfully he takes no advantage of. But what on earth are we doing back there? Walcott flicks the ball on from a long throw. It's back to the goalkeeper again. Big clearance downfield, but Kevin Foley's up and he just knocks it over the top and says, here you go. Chase that, Theo. He's got Crouch in the middle on a hat-trick. Walcott to the byline. Cross is cut out by Cahill brilliantly. Gerardo flicks on, Basagno will clear. It should have been 3 there, to be honest. Is Gerardo not offside? He's just gone through from a long ball. Must have been offside, surely. Nothing given. Hughes picks it up. There's a great save by Schmeichel in the end to save our bacon because apparently we just had an awful offside line there. Zonneveld puts the ball out for a throw with 2 minutes to go. That could have been a grandstand finish. Thankfully, doesn't look that way as Barry plays a 1-2 with Hughes. Captain lucky to be on the pitch at the minute, Gareth Barry. Long cross in is to the back post and DeCassi will chase it out. Gives away the throw but closes down well. We're seeing an awful lot of the running of this game though. Makes me worry something big's going to happen. As Van den Boer wins a good challenge. It falls for Eric Edmund. Marshall's in and puts it over. That should be that. We've got to the 90th minute without conceding. Could be another clean sheet here. That would make it 3 in a row. It's a really big win. 2-0 to Luton Town at Aston Villa. The unbeaten start continues with 2 wins and 2 draws. And Peter Crouch is the hero again. Now we face Blackburn in 3 days' time. We'll see how many of these boys are fit. Well, we appear to have a bit of a miracle. A transfer offer for Johan Giroud of 200,000. One of those that just hasn't worked out as a youth player, unfortunately. So we'll offer him out, we'll let him go. But will he accept Kilmarnock? That's going to be the only big question. Would be nice to get someone off the books, though. And I know he's on a tiny wage, but he's going for free next summer. If we can get a bit of money, it's a boost for us, isn't it? So let's see if that deal gets done and skip ahead through the rest of deadline day. Well, this is becoming a very frustrating deadline day. We have managed to get rid of Johan Giroud, 200 grand to Kilmarnock. He's now gone. He's getting paid a bit more as well. Fair play to him. All of our holding midfielders going to the SPL. We finally found a top-class player to bring in to replace Zonneveld so we could sell him. He's now had his work permit turned down, and I don't really know why, because Sandro is Brazil's left back at the moment. He's an unbelievable footballer, and he is the first choice left back for Brazil. He's only just broken in, so maybe that's the reason, but we're going to have another go in January once he's had a few more caps, because there's no doubt that he is the man and will hopefully take us to the top. In the meantime, I'm trying to get another deal done, which does make Agbonlahor look like a panic buy. But this one would be very special because Toro, he's pretty good. He's not the hardest worker, but as a number 10 or a striker, might be a bit of a gem. Someone world class. If we look at his form for Lyon in recent seasons, he's pretty good, isn't he? So 8 million quid is the offer. He is an under 21 international for Brazil and he's playing in France. So I'm hoping with the EU still being in this game, we'll be able to get the work permit. Does say he wants 55 grand a week and a minimum fee release. And that is of grave concern for me. So we're going to try and work the fee release up to 15 million quid if we can. Just want to do it so we're sort of in charge or we're going to get a big profit at least. We're then going to work the other stuff down to something a bit more reasonable. So we're going to try and get 45 grand a week and see if that'll work out. Because we're talking about a very big sum of money considering our highest earner is in the low 30s at the minute. Let's see if it pays off. Toro has rejected the contract rather predictably. We're going to work up to 50,000 and see if that makes a difference here. I'm being careful with the signing on fee, not out of frugalness or anything, but we're a bit close to the transfer budget. He's agreed terms the second time. We've got a few hours to go until the end of the window. Please let the work permit come. Is it going to be successful? Toro. Oh, it's been cancelled again. You're kidding me. He's playing in France. He's a superstar. How can we not get work permits for people this good? It's such a frustrating window because the only ones we can really attract are the ones from outside of Europe. I might go and have another go at Van der Vaart. We've got 2 hours to go. And I know he's 27 and he wanted massive money and he refused to discuss with us the first time. We haven't got all the money up front on this occasion, so we'll have to make the same offer, but with instalments. And hopefully that'll work out. I just feel like we need to go for it here and maybe get the response. What do they want? We'll take that. We can afford it. We've got an hour and 45 minutes. It's a race against time. There's half an hour. I don't think it's going to get done. We're going to go 50 grand a week for Van der Vaart. We're going to offer him 600 grand as a signing on fee. And we're going to hope that we can get this deal done. Please work out. Raphael Van der Vaart. Don't say it's not done in time. Oh, he agreed to join. It can go through on the 1st of January, but then it's been cancelled. Why? We would have agreed. We would have taken it from the 1st of January. Leighton Baines has got Player of the Month, which is all the more annoying given the situation. I am just going to try and sign him now and just see if we can pre-agree a deal because he's that good. It should be done. Maybe I could offer a swap deal for Zonneveld. That's something I hadn't thought of. I might try that next time out. Nick Basagno's doing really well. Got Young Player of the Month again. The other ones, maybe not quite good enough, though Curtis will be a very good left wing back. And Jamie Barnes probably will be a top centre half. Not the best day to finish the window, though. A very frustrating one for Luton Town Football Club. As it's the 1st of September, we'll get through and play the Blackburn game anyway. And hopefully we can continue our unbeaten start. But no marquee signing despite our best efforts. The work permit system, well, it's really cost us here. Right then, Luton Town versus Blackburn Rovers. We've been trying to get as many people fit as possible, but you've got to bear in mind our marquee signing so far this summer, Freddie Guarin, has actually not really had a chance to play yet, so it's not as bad as it could be. Our first team for today is largely fit. Zonneveld struggling a little. Gallinucci, though, not a bad player in reserve if we need him. Not quite as good as the ones we'd hope to have, though. The rest of the squad, Dean Ashton still not back. Agbonlahor's only just moved and his morale's pretty poor. So I think I'm going to stick with the same 16 that played last time. I'm going to swap Portier out for Maloney from the start. And otherwise, I'm going to go with the same 11. So 10 players unchanged from the weekend victory against Villa. Can we produce a 4th successive clean sheet and keep the unbeaten start going? Let's go and find out as we head to Kenilworth Road to face Blackburn Rovers, who are also in pretty decent form. Well, I say decent form from Blackburn because I saw there were 3 unbeaten, but they were all draws. They're yet to win a Premier League game this season. So given that we've drawn half of ours and they've drawn 3/4 of theirs, I think we know what the result might be. Having said that, they've got a great side. Palladino and Pizzini up front, Morton Gamps Pedersen, Ben Watson, Denny Lanza, Ignacevic Veron and Jay McEverley at the back, who we went all out for in the summer. He is genuinely world class in this game. Jay McEverley, one of the best left-sided centre-halves in the world. To give you a bit of context, he's rated better than Gabriel Milito and he's rated better than a couple of United centre-halves. So he's not a bad player at all. Let's go and get through to the first half of this one. See if we can pick up a result. Two sides that are struggling for confidence in front of goal have been pretty solid at the back in recent weeks. Basagno heads away for a corner though. We're under a bit of early pressure. What are Blackburn going to do with a set piece? They've got plenty of men in the box. They're going for it. We've left 2 up though, so we could counter them here as Crouch heads away to Zonneveld. Pulls up with him and Zonneveld is off. Gonzalez chasing him and he's beaten him. Go on Zonneveld, he's in. Pulls in the middle, you've got to play it. Oh, he's tried to shoot. It's so greedy and it's such a poor decision. And he doesn't normally make those mistakes, does Mike? As Jay McEverley's at the other end trying to make us pay. Ross's shot is well saved by Schmeichel. Did really well to hold that rather than parrying it back into danger. As Gonzalez throws into Lanza again. Davis clears long downfield. Nobody's going to get there. Ignacevic will have time to start another move. Gonzalez finds Watson. And again. Out to the right-hand side. Lanzat's ball in. Oh, Davis has missed it. Pizzini gets in. Schmeichel in no man's land, but it's cleared away. Rodrigo Diaz doing some great defending at the back post. Weird that he got his work permit after 2 or 3 windows of refusals. Wonder if the same will happen with Sandro. The shot comes in. We're defending again. But as Kasper Schmeichel holds that one, Blackburn have had the better chances here as we aim long towards Crouch. He's looking for the knockdown for Maloney and Paul. Back to De Cassi. Support down the line for him and he finds Rodrigo Diaz. In the box it's options but he gets to the byline. The cross is poor. It's so deep. Flamini having to chase it almost into his own half. Zonneveld gets another chance though. In towards Sean Maloney. Good save by the goalkeeper. Pedersen puts it behind. It's a corner kick for Luton. That was the first bit of real quality on one of the crosses. And Zonneveld replicated with the corner. Chance to put it in. To the front post. It's a teasing ball. Keeper almost caught out. It's cleared downfield. Palladino won't make it. Better signs in the last couple of minutes. We're throwing on the left-hand side this time. Nearly half an hour on the clock now. Gonzalez puts it behind for another corner. And I don't want to tempt fate, but we have looked more threatening than normal from them so far. As Zonneveld puts it in, oh my God. Why did I say a word? It's literally brought me back for a highlight just to watch Zonneveld put a corner straight out for a goal kick. And it's after we said it as well. And just 5 minutes later, Blackburn have put one in at the other end and Ignacevic heads in. Absolutely infuriating. Mike Zonneveld's had a very poor game today. And Blackburn Rovers probably just about deserve to be ahead. As Watson gets the ball to Palladino here. The unbeaten start could end. You always carry on for one game too long when you're feeling good, don't you? Missing out on the superstar in the likes of Van der Vaart, in the likes of Toro. And now, at half-time, we're 1-0 down and we're in a hole because we're playing really poorly here. I'm going to question the passion because it's not been good enough. We were behind at half-time against Borough and salvaged a draw. And now the run of clean sheets has gone. We need to try and do that here. The substitutes bench isn't as strong as it could be. We are missing key options. Aston, Guarin, etc. And now Shane Paul's come off injured. Theo Walcott comes in, but he's yet to score this season and he's not looked great. So that could be difficult. Maloney will come off for Portia. We'll save the last sub a few more minutes. But so far, been a very poor day at the office. We'll throw in for Jay McEverley and now Peter Crouch has got a knock. I've got no one to bring on for him, but I will go and make the other sub as Watson's shot is well saved by Schmeichel and Walcott can break away. If this Crouch injury ends up being bad, we could be in real trouble as well. He holds the ball up here, finds Zonneveld. It's a heavy touch. It's back to Van den Boer. Everything's in front of them at the minute. They're sitting so deep now, Blackburn. No, Portia gets it. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. Christian Portia has had a really poor start to the year, but he has just produced a moment of magic. Rodrigo Diaz lays it into him. He curls it in at the near post round the defender. And we're now level against the run of play. I am tempted to go all Andy O'Brien here because if you look at João Leonardo, he is a centre-half who's pretty good up front when it comes to the finishing and the likes. I'm tempted to chuck him up there. I don't know if any of the others can do the job. I mean, Vandenborg's not bad at it. He can actually play attacking right wing. Because the only other option I've got really is to push one of the wing-backs forward, maybe chuck Diaz up in a further advanced position and bring Keith Keane on, but I'm not sure that's the right option either. I'm going to do it. Crouch for Leonardo. He's injured. We need to protect him. We've got 10 days off after this. Have we unearthed the new Andy O'Brien? He's taken over his squad number 5. He was awful in defence last time where he gave away a penalty. Can he be a hero in front of goal? It doesn't look it. We've not had a highlight. We've barely had a chance. And Blackburn are playing out from the back as we head into 4 extra minutes. Long ball forward towards Lanzat. Zonneveld intercepts. Gonzalez back to the keeper. Just one chance as Zonneveld forward towards Portia. Intercepted by Ignacevic. Bazzini will chase. Vandenborg does well. Walcott can't intercept it, though he's there the second time after Diaz blocks. Grounds on the left. Finds Phillips. In towards the centre forward, but Vandenborg again. Brilliant defending. De Cassi to Flamini. Up to Portia. He's put Leonardo in. He couldn't, could he? João Leonardo, he's brought down. Penalty kick. James McEvely's fouled him. João Leonardo's done it. But who's on the penalty? It's Zonneveld because Crouch has gone off. Ashton's not on. We've not got a natural penalty taker here. James McEvely's picked up the yellow card. If this goes in from Zonneveld to win us the game, João Leonardo will be a hero. Zonneveld into the corner. Andy O'Brien is reincarnated. João Leonardo, composure through on goal. Wiped out for a penalty kick. And the centre-half utility man has worked again. 4 minutes of stoppage time played. Luton 2, Blackburn 1. Both strikers off injured. That's a problem for the future. But João Leonardo, take a bow. What a legend. What a performance. Our new centre-forward is unearthed. I absolutely love it. Let's go and see what the injuries are like, because that could ruin my mood. As it stands, 3 wins and 2 draws. We're in a very good position at the start of the Premier League season. Shane Paul's out a couple of weeks, which is not ideal, but no injury news for Crouch, which is crucial. Bonlahor is going to get his chance in the next week or two. Mike Zonneveld man of the match with that coolly slotted penalty. Over 24,000 in at Kenilworth Road and a new centre-forward superstar. What an episode it's been despite the frustration in the transfer window. And we're going to be back for the very 2 next games, because Arsenal and Real Madrid is about as big as it gets in this save. Our first ever Champions League group stage match after a massive Premier League test. I'd imagine there's going to be a European hangover or 2 this year. If you did enjoy this one, drama till the end against Blackburn Rovers, and please do put a thumbs up on it. Let me know what you think of the work permit situations and missing out on Van der Vaart. Will it cost us too much or will we be okay? How do you think we get on in the next 2? If you want to stay up to date and find out the answer, subscribe and turn that notification bell on, as we will be back tomorrow to face Arsenal and Real Madrid. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Come and check us out on Twitch, where we're playing LMA Manager 2003 regularly. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for our Champions League group stage debut. And boy, the tests do not get bigger than this one.